Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the first round 1 of 24, Season 1 of the Flocking Geese My Team Career Mode on F124. I never thought I'd hear myself say that after F123's fiascos with EA Sport. But because I've missed Formula 1 racing, we're back. Now you would admit, we have the worst car on the grid. Guess where we're starting tomorrow? That's right, on the front row. P2, people! P2. Second, just behind Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton's on pole, we're second. Oh. Look at the car. It's the worst car on the grid. So, our teammate, he's on the bottom, he's on the very last row. So, let's get on with it, shall we?
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal. And it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula 1 World Championship. We go racing today around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Goose completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Perez, Verstappen, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Albon, Stroll, Ocon, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Gasly, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Joe, Sargent, and the owner-driver rounds off the grid. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Shakes. Alongside me, a real authority on all things motor racing. It's a warm welcome back to Anthony Davidson. Well, welcome back after all the testing, the build-up. It all now comes down to this.
Everyone's G'd up for this one. They've done the testing, like you say. The drivers will be revving inside, heart rates going, trying to burst out their chest at this moment. With that anticipation, who's got the speed? We're going to learn now, once and for all.
And here we are, the first race of F124. Goose in second, Hamilton on pole position, and we are off. It's a good start from Hamilton, who gets away. So does Lando Norris. One of the Ferraris in the background there as everyone just bottles out into the first corner. Everyone's all over the place, and the Goose goes down the inside, locks up, and Hamilton takes the lead into turn 2 now. Somehow manages to hold off Lando Norris here, and he's holding off Lando Norris still. He's trying to get past the Goose into turn 4 now. The Goose somehow defends Lando Norris in the worst car on the grid. Hamilton makes his way past turn 5 and 6. He's in his own little race now. The Ferraris have made up places. George Russell behind Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri behind Russell with the 2 Ferraris and the 2 Red Bulls as well. They've not had a good qualifying either. They're all the way down there. It's Hamilton, then the Goose, Norris, then Russell, then Piastri, Sainz, Leclerc, Verstappen, Perez drops down to P9. Then it's Stroll, then it's Albon, then it's Ocon, Tsunoda, Alonso, Gasly, Magnussen. Ricciardo's fighting Bottas, who takes 17th. Bottas in 18th. Joe in 19th. Sargent and Hulkenberg. And then our teammate Blakely back in, that's Yorkshire, Tico. Blakely, lad. Hey, that's how you do it, in last place. Here we go now into, I think this is turn 14 that we just did. And Hamilton is already a comfortable 1.5 seconds in the lead. And don't forget, guys, that instead of the previous F123, DRS will be enabled at the start of the next lap. Ricciardo makes a place against Kevin Magnussen. He started P19 and now he's 16th. DRS is enabled as we go into the second lap, into turn 1. Nicely done there. Magnussen's fighting back against Ricciardo. There's a bit of a fight going on back there. But let's take a look at the start. See how it happened. So a bit of a wheel slip from the Goose. He gets away fairly well, but Hamilton just takes off, and we're side by side. Oh my life! We nearly went to the back of him. We did slightly lock up then. Hamilton then takes the lead. How the hell do we keep Norris behind us? I don't know. Everyone's all over the place. And yeah, we see Norris on our right there, barely trying to get past us there on raw pace. But no, it was not exactly the best launch for Lando Norris, but still, he's third. Russell is keeping him company though. But here we go into third place, and we have DRS. We are closing. We've somehow managed to close the gap, and we've going into turn 1 now. Hamilton can't, there's contact, and the Goose takes the lead of the race. In the worst car statistically on the grid, but there's a madman behind it, and we have taken the lead of the race. Blakely makes a position as well against Hulkenberg, but no, Hulkenberg's taking back the place. So they're fighting still in the background, in the back there. But no, Hulkenberg is making around here. Hamilton's got DRS now as we go to lap 5. He's going to try and take back the lead from the Goose, who is somehow holding the position, and switches around, goes down the inside, attacks the curbs into turn 1, and takes the lead from Hamilton. Defends from Hamilton. How is this possible? Stroll's made up to P9. He's overtaken Perez. Blakely's still last. Moving on to lap 16 now. This is our first pit stop already. We have a 4-second gap to Hamilton. How is this possible? Blakely's 8.5 seconds behind Hulkenberg, one of the Hasses. How has that happened? I think it's either just his pace. There's either two things that's happened. Either one, Blakely's had too much to drink, i.e. brew or scotch, or there's a problem with the car, i.e. the worst car on the grid. However, that's no excuse because we're in the lead. I think Hamilton's pitted as well with us because we're fighting Lewis Hamilton here. Is it a good pit stop though? Oh, there's a problem with the front left. But we're still out in front of Hamilton, and we're going to be coming out from behind, just behind one of the Alpines. I think that's Pierre Gasly. Yeah, it is. It's Pierre Gasly. We've just come out behind of from the pit lane. Hamilton, you can just see there, he's just in front of one of the Visa Red Bulls of Daniel Ricciardo. We're 7th. So Russell takes the lead. Verstappen, Stroll, Albon, Tsunoda and Pierre Gasly, they're probably going to make pit stops fairly soon as we're lap 17. Catching up with the new medium tyres. So we're on for the first we're on a 2-stop strategy, 2 mediums and then a hard to finish off the race. And we do have DRS, but we're in dirty air, but so does Pierre Gasly, trying to defend with DRS enabled, and nothing. The Goose just passes him on turn 11. He's got DRS though! Mind you, it's an Alpine. I mean, they don't exactly have the best car, but I mean, neither do I, and yet we're performing miracles here. Yuki Tsunoda, they are on older tyres, remember, so we do have an advantage, and they're probably going to pit. Is going to make it move into the final corner? He does! He just makes a final into that final corner, makes a move. Albon goes into the pit lane, and so does Tsunoda, and I believe Gasly. Stroll and Georgie Boy Russell and Hollywood Lance Stroll, they go into the I'm not sorry, Ian. They go into the bit of a late break move there from the Goose. Verstappen stays out in the lead, but as a consequence, because he's on older tyres, Verstappen's lead is about to be challenged by the Goose. We've not forgotten the history between us, Verstappen and Hamilton, have we? Next thing you know, it's George Russell that we're having problems with, like season 3 of F123. With DRS, we have DRS, we overtake Verstappen with ease. How? He's got a better car than us. I think Red Bull's the best car on the grid so far this season. That might be different after a few races. You never know. But Blakely he's on lap 32 now, and Blakely is 22 seconds behind Magnussen. What is this? We have a 7.7 second lead over Hamilton. What is this car? I don't know what they've done at Longbridge, but I tell you now, mate, the people at Longbridge have cooked up a car. They have stirred the car to perfection, I'll tell you that now. And there is our teammate, as you can just see in front of us. And we blue flagged him. In the first race of the season. That is it. I've had some bad teammates, but Jesus H. Christ. I mean, you can't really have a go because it's the first race of the season. So, you know, anything can happen as we go into, our second and final pit stop of this race on lap 33 into lap 34. There's our teammate there behind us. Also, for some reason, we have a 17-second lead against Piastri. How is this all possible? I've no idea. Here we are into the pit lane now, onto the hard compound tyres to finish off the race with at least 13 laps to go. Literally everyone's diving into the pit lane. I see Ferrari, I see McLaren, Aston Martin. There's Verstappen and Hamilton. They're on the fast straight here. They are not messing around. They are after the goose. They have not forgotten. They've not forgotten F123, have they? And I welcome a challenge. So Verstappen is second, Hamilton's third, Piastri fourth. He stayed out as well by the looks of it, 8 seconds behind Hamilton. Stroll, Perez, Norris is out in front of Perez. Sainz, Russell, Ocon complete the top 10. And then we're on lap 35 now. Leclerc's made a move on Esteban Ocon. Looks like Stroll has he's dropped a few places, and oh my life, our teammate's gone. Marcus Blakely is out of this race. The first retirement of season 1 of F124, and it happens to be our teammate. Coincidence? I don't think so. No wonder he was struggling. He's on the soft compound tyres as well. What's he doing on the softs? Okay, so his car has run out of iron brew, and there seems to be a technical problem with the car. Although it is the first race of the season, so we can't really. I think after the first season, we're going to start pushing to get him to do results, because the second season he has to perform well. The first season is trial and error for both of us. Well, mostly him, mostly our teammate. Lap 42 now. We have somehow gained a comfortable 7.7 lead over Hamilton, and we're seeing another retirement here. One of the Alpines. Pierre Gasly is in front with his teammate Esteban Ocon behind. He's got DRS. Oh, hang on! I saw smoke coming out the car. Then he's gone. There was no way he could go to the pit lane. You could argue, why didn't he go into the pit lane? Because it happened after he crossed the pit lane. Crossed the line. So yeah. Oh well. So that's the second DNF of the race. And we're 8 seconds in front of Hamilton. lap 43, and we're just really attacking that curve there, and nearly going into the back of Logan Sargent. Oh, we're off the track, very wide off the track there to turn 14, as we overtake Logan Sargent, who is no longer in F1. He's been replaced by an Argentinian fella. And then lap 51 now, and I present to you the Goose versus the backfield. So nearly runs to the back of the Haas there. I think it was Hulkenberg. We're now side by side with people that should be letting us through on blue flag conditions. So that's both Haas's overtaken, and and one of the Red Bull visas as well. I think that's Yuki Tsunoda or Daniel Ricciardo. I think it's Tsunoda we just passed. Literally 3 cars overtaken in the first straight. This is not possible in a car that has the worst statistics on the field. And Hulkenberg's not letting go here. He's still holding on to us. He wants to unlap himself here, but he can't because the Goose is in front. And we're now making our way to turn 7. Oh, we're going nearly went to the back of Joe Guanyu there from Stakes Alba. Oh, there's contact between the Goose and Hulkenberg. We might have lost a side plate here. We've got wing. I think we've got wing damage. We're going to turn 10. It doesn't look too serious as we approach the back of Pierre Gasly, and there's Valtteri Bottas in front of Gasly. But what on earth was it? This was a bit of a battle, wasn't it? The battle against the back markers. Oh yeah, we've lost an end plate. We've lost the right side end plate there on the front wing. Damn it, you Hulkenberg! No wonder Haas was held back at Dutch Grand Prix. And that's as far as we're going on that subject. 13-second lead against Hamilton. Meanwhile, Sargent is literally at the back. He's literally in his own race. Last, of course. Lap 53, approaching the start of lap 54 here. And I believe we are about to overtake someone again. Yes, that's Pierre Gasly letting us through there on blue flag conditions as we go into turn 1. It's like we never left, is it? We're back in F1 and we've not left at all. Speaking of lap 54, we're on the second to last corner, and there is Valtteri Bottas in the Stakes Alba, not putting anything at stake here. Probably his career there at the end of this race because he doesn't have a seat so far, and the Goose overtakes him with ease. Mind you, it is a Stakes Alba. Here we go now, the end of lap 56, the start of lap 57. It was really tough to do the full session, I must admit. I was really tired afterwards, like mentally drained. But it was rewarding to get first place. Spoilers. But I mean, it's not really a spoiler, is it? Because look, we're 13 seconds in front of Hamilton. This is a Mercedes. They should have beaten us ages ago, but they didn't, did they? I mean, what kind of a race is this? Literally, the Flocking Geese have come back hard, and we're back in business. Who's that in front of us? I think that is. I think that's Ricciardo. Yeah, it's Ricciardo. The Honey Badger. Going into turn 10. But I really don't understand it, because our car is rubbish. It's just the driver literally pushing the car until it either just breaks down or we crash. But what an effort. We got P3, third place in Q1, 9th Q2, second in Q3, and all that effort is about to pay off because we're approaching the final corner. It's been 8 months since Abu Dhabi 2023's race from March, but Goose Lord, man, he's come back in style, takes the checkered flag and wins the first race of F124 Season 1 at Bahrain. The Goose is back with a vengeance. A message has been sent to the entire F1 community. We are back and we will cause mayhem. Daniel Ricciardo gets the driver of the day. So let's round up.
A fantastic team effort then to secure victory here in the desert.
Well, all that off-season work clearly paying off here today. A brilliant way to start the season with a solid victory. It's a real good confidence boost as well, and you feel like that's going to really propel them forward through to the next race coming up.
I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of the race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium. Well, that certainly was an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Jesus H. Christ. We're back in business. We're back in business. Get in. With the worst car on the grid, the Goose drags that Longbridge-built pile of shite all the way to the checkered flag with a 13-second gap between him and Hamilton. Criminal offence has been committed. Stevenage versus West Midlands. I think we know which one won that one, I think. Save the full race replay. Give it a minute. I tell you what though, it was... How did we win that? I don't know. I know why. The Goose. Stubbornness. It was really hard because we did the full lot, the full 100% session. So we nearly got knocked out of Q2. We barely got P9. So this is incredible. Ricciardo got driver of the day. He started 19th. Ended up 13th. Okay, fair enough. Hey! Meanwhile, on the other end of the scale, other end of the field, our teammate. It's a bit traditional, isn't it, for the Goose to do really well and our teammate to not do really well. But no, thank you for watching. Stay safe, and we will see you at Saudi Arabia for round 2 for the at the Jeddah Street Circuit for the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. Will our luck hold, or will we finally get in line? Until then, bye.